Always remember you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Welcome, dear students, for Science 2 class. In today's session, we are going to deal with physiological process. In our body, we have many physiological processes. Let me explain some of these today. Homeostasis, diffusion, osmosis, osmoregulations, cellular respiration, and metabolism. Let me explain today first three chapters, that is homeostasis, diffusion, and osmosis. What do you mean by homeostasis? It is a relatively constant state maintained by the body. The body will maintain a stable internal environment. That is, homeostasis is the property of human biological system where the self-regulating process tend to maintain the balance for the survival. It is a state of balance. Behavioral and the psychological responses are the two important regulating mechanisms that maintain the stability of homeostasis. That means the homeostasis is maintaining the pH level, blood glucose level, and internal body temperature. In simple terms, if we say means, it could be referred as the balance in a system to maintain a stable internal environment for the survival of the animal. If the homeostasis regulates successfully, life continues. Or if unsuccessful, death or disaster occurs. The liver, kidney, and brain, autonomic nervous system, and the endocrine system help to maintain the homeostasis. The control of the blood glucose level is another example in which insulin hormone is secreted whenever the blood glucose level rises and glucagon hormone is secreted whenever the blood glucose level reduces. Maintenance of the body fluid concentration, body temperature are done by the various biophysical and the biochemical methods. Human beings are warm-blooded in nature. That means they maintain their body temperature as constant. When the body temperature rises, sweat is produced to bring the body temperature down. When the body temperature lowers, heat is produced by the muscular work by shivering. This is an example for the homeostasis. Next, we are moving on to diffusion. Diffusion means the movement of the particles from an area of the higher concentration to the lower concentration. Example for diffusion include perfume filling a whole room and the movement of the small molecules across the cell membrane. One of the simplest demonstration of the diffusion is adding a drop of the ink to water. Here, the movement of the molecules or ions is from a region of the higher concentration to region of lower concentration. This is called diffusion. Next, we are moving on to osmosis. The movement of water molecules through a selectively permeable membrane from a region of higher water concentration to low water concentration. Here we have one example. First, we need to put the resins inside the water. There was a low water concentration inside the resins. After some time, as a result of water absorbing by the resins, it becomes swelled. Resins swell indicating that they have absorbed water. Such a solution where there is a higher water concentration outside the cell is called hypertonic solution. Here, hypertonic solution is the water and the cell is the resin. Let us place these resins in sugar solution. There is a higher water concentration inside the resins as compared to the sugar solution. Water passes out from the resins to the sugar syrup. Such a solution where there is a lower water concentration outside the cell is called hypertonic solution. Here, hypertonic solution is the water and the cell is the resin. And we have one more isotonic solution also. The concentration of the external and the internal solution of the organisms will be same in isotonic solutions. Thank you, dear children. Thank you for watching.